It's a comment on the art of television that the sound you've just heard, for those of you who may have heard it before, brings more images to the mind than any picture we might be able to show you. It's the sound of the squeaking door that used to introduce the old radio show Inner Sanctum. Well, after an absence of decades, the chills and thrills of radio drama are with us again through the CBS Radio Mystery Theater, which airs 7 nights a week at 7:07 p.m., and through the persistence of a man named Hi Brown, who grew up with radio theater and almost single-handedly has resuscitated the form and the audience. I'm Harold Hayes, and this is Roundtable, looking in tonight on Hi Brown and his actors creating the oral illusion of radio theater. Let's listen now to some of the new stuff.
Come into the tomb. It is time. And now I will remove the coffin lid again. Professor, is this really Lucy's body or some kind of demon in her shape?
Oh, she's hideous. The pointed teeth, the blood-stained mouth.
Yes, your friend, who was so sweet and pure, is now a foul thing. But if you can do what you must do, you will see her once again as she was.
Whatever it is, we'll do it.
When vampires become such, they cannot die, but must go on year after year, adding new victims. All who die at the hands of the undead become themselves undead, and in their turn, kill others. John, if you had gone into her arms, you would have become her victim, and in time one of the undead yourself. Now 2 things must be done to save her who lies here before you. Although these things can be done by any living person, it is best for the undead that they be done by one who loved them. The greater the love, the greater the benefit to the departed soul. I shall myself do the deed for Count Dracula later. But now you, John, must do it for Lucy, while you, Miss Harker, look on and pray.
What am I to do?
This wooden stake I have brought, this pointed stake, you must drive it through Lucy's heart with this hammer.
Oh, no!
And when that is done, cut off her head with a surgical knife. You must do it for her sake, John, for the sake of this woman you loved.
Give me the stake. The hammer.
John took the stake in his left hand, the hammer in his right. I saw him tremble as he placed the point of the stake over Lucy's heart. I saw the point dig into her white flesh. And then I could see him gather all his strength, all his self-control. He raised the hammer high above his head and looked at Van Helsing.
Yes, now!
John struck with all his might. The thing in the coffin writhed, and a hideous, blood-curdling screech came from the opened lips. The body shook and twisted in wild contortions. John never faltered. He struck and struck again, driving the stake deeper and deeper, as blood from the pierced heart welled and spurted up around it. And then the writhing and quivering of the body became less. The teeth stopped champing, and the thing lay still. It was over.
Enough, Professor?
Enough.
You've seen an illusion being made for all of us. Fascinating thing to see in any art form. With me is Hi Brown, who is the producer and director of CBS Radio Mystery Theater. And you've been doing this since 1927?
Yes, Harold. It all began with the little boxes we used to wrap copper coil around, the crystal sets. And I've been selling and packaging and putting together dramatic shows since almost 50 years come 1977.
And the illusions you've been building probably include the Shadow and Bulldog Drummond that I used to listen to.
Well,
when
the
I
Inner
was...
Sanctum Mysteries and Thin Man and Bulldog Drummond, the Nero Wolf, Dick Tracy, Terry and the Pirates, Joyce Jordan, comma, MD. I think there have been 30 or 40 serials in my life and some 35 or 40,000 broadcasts. I've done everything else that goes with motion picture making and television and theater, but
This
radio,
is your love, isn't
that's
it?
It's been a part of my bloodstream.
And you've received a Peabody. For what
Yes,
you've done.
this really and truly has been the capping of a fabulous career for myself, to receive the Peabody 3 weeks ago, for excellence in dramatic presentation. Not because we brought radio drama back, but for excellence in dramatic presentation. The last time they gave a Peabody to a dramatic series was 1947 for CBS's Studio One.
Do I have it correct that you asked on the show who was listening out there, and 110,000 people wrote back?
When we started on January 6th a year ago, I went on personally for 1 minute, 7 nights a week for 3 weeks running, because we were on 7 nights a week. This is unheard of. 7 1-hours right after the news on all of the stations throughout the United States. And I said 21 times, I said, please, am I reaching you? Who's out there? Please let me know if we're doing the right thing. Do you enjoy what we're doing? And 110,000 people wrote in and said, thank you. Thank you for bringing back radio drama, for giving us an alternate to television, and for exciting us all over again.
Is it a generation gap high, or is it nostalgia, or what's the occasion for suddenly this need that you're fulfilling?
The need is the same need we enjoyed as young people. It's a form of entertainment. The 12 to 28-year-olds who never had radio drama now suddenly have found it as if it was something that had never existed, and they really are provoked. The whole ability to listen again, the whole ability to imagine, the theater of the mind is a refreshing excitement for them.
Do you still use coconut shells for horses' hooves?
Sure we do. Many things have changed, but horses are still made by a sound man. Pete Prescott is my sound man. We talk in those terms. And would you like to hear how we do it?
Yeah, let's hear some horses' hooves.
All right. Here's a scene taken out of context of one particular moment in a script. Some birds.
Emily, my child, he's not worth it.
He is to me, Uncle.
Don't ride this morning.
Why not?
You're upset.
I'm not upset.
Oh, I can tell.
All right, I'm upset.
Emily, you'll get over it.
I'm over it now.
Emily, dear, one day you'll meet...
I'll never get over it.
Emily, believe me.
Let's go, Spartacus. Go!
Emily, wait! Emily! 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 Slow down!
Faster, Spartacus. Faster.
Emily! You'll hurt your horse!
Faster, Spartacus.
You'll kill yourself!
Go, Spartacus. Go!
Emily! Look out! The handle!
Jump, Spartacus. Up!
Emily! Stop!
Up again, Spartacus. Up!
Emily! 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 Oh, no. No, Emily.
That's it. Those are the horse's hoofs.
Brilliant acting, brilliant sound effects, but such direction. My gosh, your arms are waving in every conceivable
Come
direction.
meet Pete
I'd love
Prescott.
to.
Let me show you how this whole machinery works here. So much of sound still is manual. There are many, many things which we still have to do manually. But there's Pete Prescott, Harold Hayes. For instance, this is 1975 telephone making. We didn't have touch telephones. Here's the dialing. And then, of course, it rings on the line.
Is that battery operated or something?
Sure. That's the line ring, and then you get a busy signal. And then, if you want to get the phone ringing in your apartment,
batteries.
Well, that's all right. You asked about batteries.
What is the Alka-Seltzer for, I see out there?
We make champagne sometimes with it. Pete will open the bottle, and there is the bubbling seltzer. It's still done
But you got,
manually.
what is this, a pistol
This is a
here?
real gun.
What is this thing right here?
Well, we use this. It's a box for creaks and groans and noises. The coffin opens with it. It makes horrendous sounds. We use it sparingly.
This is not the door sound that we heard at the beginning.
No. That's a door.
That's on record?
That's on a cartridge, and it's a real door. We tape recorded it, and this is a real gun.
Good
No
heavens.
fooling. They're blanks. We didn't kill three.
What about the electronic gadgetry you have here now?
Yeah.
I assume that is truly your arsenal of sound.
Yes, mostly in these days, we put our sounds on cartridges because we record them out in the field. For instance, I would want to create a seaside and an ocean effect for you. First, I would start with waves. See, we start with waves. Well, put some seagulls on.
Yeah, that I do have.
We put some seagulls on and put
Right.
some wind in. Even if we don't have the waves, we'll have. There you go. There are my waves. There's some wind. Now, if we want to add a ship to it, we're out of the high seas. This is a nice three-masted schooner with the rigging creaking and moving. Here we are. Now, let's say we have a storm.
What are those,
coming
the
up.
ship's ropes?
Yeah, those are that's thunder. And if the thunder really hits the ship, we're likely to have the ship go down. And then you put a music bridge in and end the whole thing. That's the end of it.
And if you want to have the captain of the ship kill himself,
He
he's got
takes the
pistol
gun
here.
and he commits suicide.
Pete, I think it was nice to have met you.
Thank you.
Let's go back to sanity.
Do you have a fragment, High, that would illustrate some of the virtuosity of sound and give us some sense of the dramatic form as well?
Of course. Well, one of the sounds that still is made is by hand is a fight scene. And the sound man literally knocks himself out. The actors have to synchronize with the sound department in all of this. And here again is a fragment. It's at a logging camp, and two of these people, two of the loggers, have been at each other, and we're going to create a fight scene for you.
All right.
Go.
So, mes amis, by the old logging rules, this contest is to the finish. By selection of both contestants, there is no weapon but the human hands. First, I ask each if they must fight. Big Red?
No man's gonna make the kind of charges Tim Marshall is making about me behind my back.
Tim? Red Pelly rules this camp and all of you by fear. It's time someone challenged him, and I'm doing that. So, commence at the bell. Are you both ready?
Let's get on with it.
Tim? You heard the man. Let's get it over with.
Frenchie, what's going on?
Miss Ruth, where do you come from?
The doctor drove me back. Stop this. No, stop it.
This old log camp custom, you, me, nobody can stop it till one man is out cold.
But he's too big and strong for Tim.
Is what I try to say. But your team feels he must fight.
Okay, Tenderfoot. I'm gonna knock the living hell out of you.
I'm not asking no mercy. Here's one last go for luck. You gonna get up?
I can't.
You quit?
I give up.
How many sound effect men have you lost?
We don't lose too many, but we've got them well covered by insurance. But it really is a form of illusion. Again, it's theater of the mind. You envision these men banging away at each other, hitting each other, and it's really one or sometimes two sound men using their own hands.
Let's talk about the human element within the illusion, and that, I should think, is borne most by the actors and the actresses. Would you introduce me to your
I would love for you to meet the wonderful people who are part of my life. Here we have Howard De Silva, who is
Mr. Silva?
an old dear friend. Bryna Raeburn has been with me since the early 40s, and the same with Robert Dryden.
Hi, Mr. Dryden. Magnificent performances all.
Thank you.
May I ask you, please, ma'am, what your background is in this and what the form means to you as an actress?
Well, the form is just the greatest joy in the world. It's wonderful because the imagination is the most important thing in playing it, and I try to get the illusion of what the character is. And I, as a dramatic arts major at college, and I went right into radio. I did quite a number of the radio shows. I did the old Gangbusters and Countess Five. Not the early, but just the mid-early
I'm sure
days,
not
you know. And it
I was very
great
much
fun.
impressed by the fact that you all use your bodies as you're acting as well, too. I mean, the fisticuffs, and you got quite agitated there
Yes.
as you were trying to intervene with
Well,
these
as
two.
as a matter of fact, you really can't. If you just stand at the mic and read, you've got nothing. But if you stand and you're really into it, you get completely involved, you enjoy it more, and I think you can give more to the audience.
So your voice carries everything,
Yes.
but just the totality
Well,
of your acting
right.
is...
As a matter of fact, because of that, I'm basically a voice person, because I love to do it, and I love to still be able to do young, beautiful girls, because inside, that's what I am.
Outside.
Oh, don't worry.
No, all the beauty's on the inside, folks. But I just love doing the shows and working with Highbrow, of course. This is the joy of my life, right? Marvelous.
It works both ways.
Mr. De Silva, you have been in many aspects of all the media and mastered them all. What particularly holds you within this context? What is it about it that
Two
appeals to
things.
you?
One, the particular discipline of doing everything only with sound, even though it's true that one uses one's body. And secondly, to the joy of, once again, working with an audience to evoke its imagination, the regard for the audience's power to evoke it at a time when so much that we do is so representational. We do much too much in the arts, which represents the real thing, rather than letting the audience enjoy evoking it.
But you would play a part differently for radio than you would on stage?
Yes, quite differently, because even though one does use one's body to some degree, most of the concentration has to do with the vocal element and imagining it.
And you are also seeking to play against what the audience will be filling in, I assume, insofar as their own imagination of what's happening.
That's right, suggesting it rather than demonstrating the entire thing.
Let me ask you, sir, I understand yours is the most versatile of all the voices we have. How many parts can you play?
Well, I've done dozens on this show. I've done many, many parts, young, old, done everything from a Middle European of uncertain moral habits for Mr. Brown. I've played nasty old reprobates who are about to cut out their family from the final will and testament.
Out of space people,
Spaced out people.
spaced out people from.
All kinds.
We've brought them in from outer planets, and Robert can do them.
How do you prepare for a part that you have never done before that has distinctive colorations of voice?
Well, I think we all rely on experience. The whole thing is a challenge of taking a character, coming to terms with dialogue which may be uncertain. You may have difficulty with it, but you've got to do it in a short period of time, and then creating some sort of illusion in the mind of the audience.
Do you play it on tape to hear yourself before
Never.
you actually?
No. Sometimes I do at home, but I never have for this program.
I've never had the opportunity to ask this question, and I hope you will permit it within the context. Can you bark like a dog?
Not well.
They're a
That I've
specialist.
really never done. That's not my fault.
They're a specialist who make animals.
That's not bad.
What no one has really said to you is the physical joy we have in the studio.
I want to hear
we
more
all-
about
We all
that.
work together. Well,
Show us a fragment of it all coming together now.
I'd love to. I'd love for Howard to play a special character, a clockmaker, and you will see it come together.
Good.
I, Ethan Vigil, clockmaker by trade, am writing this in case when the moment comes, I fail to destroy the hourglass clock. For if I fail, someone must destroy it, kill it, and its ghastly existence, before God knows how many innocent people will die to satisfy its insatiable thirst. The clock itself came into my possession more or less by accident. I was working late at night at my shop about a year ago when I heard a tapping on the closed glass door. Some people can't read signs. Darn fools like to break the glass. Stop that. Can't you see I'm closed?
Governor, please, let me in.
No, get on with you.
You won't be sorry. Give me a chance. I'll give you the chance of a lifetime. Here, look.
It was raining heavily, the water streaming down the glass. The object he had drawn from the corner of his pea jacket drew my eyes like a magnet. It was a clock, the like of which I'd never seen, shaped like an hourglass, with a strange appearing pendulum hanging in the lower half, and the face was in the upper half. And in place of the figure 12 at the top of the face was the numeral 13.
Is that old clock that Harriet told me you threw away hard-earned money on?
It's a very valuable antique and original, and it was my money.
Does it run?
No.
Then what good is it?
It's worth $20 as it is, at least. In working condition, it could be priceless.
Can you fix it?
I don't know.
Why not?
Well, look at it, Henrietta. Have you ever seen anything like it? You can only get into
Can't
the
you
works.
get into those works?
Only through the lid on the top. Now look. There's all you can see of the works. Very old. Wooden gears, wooden pinions, wooden axles. There's no way to lift it up. I can't even get my hand in there to try.
Well, let me. So silly, there must be some way to...
What is it?
Look what silly old clock has done.
What's the matter?
My finger's bleeding. Felt like something bit me.
Come on, let me see. Why, it's just a scratch. Scarcely drew blood.
Well, just the same, I'm not taking any chances with that dirty old clock. Well, I could end up with blood poisoning. I'm gonna run this underwater. Now you get me a bandage and some disinfectant.
Right with you. I was suddenly aware that the clock was running, and its beat was the sound of the human heart.
But Ethan didn't follow his wife right away because suddenly he had become conscious that the dead clock had come to life, that it had started to record time again, but that the sound of its beat was very different from all other clocks. It was a sound akin, if not completely similar, to the beat of the human heart. Good Lord, Ethan, how can you stand that infernal racket?
What racket? Oh, the clock's striking. Don't even notice them anymore. Well, go ahead, it's your move. Or do you want to give up?
No. But who can think of a chess move with all hell breaking loose? From now on, we start our games after midnight. That's enough to drive a man stark, staring mad. I swear to Sam Hill, Ethan, you
After the 12th stroke of the hourglass clock's chime, there was no sound but the beat of the clock and my own heart. Everything else had stopped dead. My friend's mouth was frozen in the act of speaking, his hand poised over a chessman as though cast in bronze. Outside, like the old child's game, people had turned to statues. A car backing into a parking space was stopped in its tracks. The very raindrops hung motionless in the air like a spangled curtain. For everyone else in the world, save only me and that damnable clock, time was standing still. The next hour was a strange delirium. My brain raced with new ideas for achieving my lifelong dream, a perpetual motion timepiece. My legs were as supple and tireless as an 18-year-old's as I climbed the stairs to look at my wife, frozen in the act of turning in her sleep, my sister-in-law caught in the middle of a snore. Towards the end of the hour, I returned to the shop, a quick stab of terror prodding me. Was this to be forever?
Hi, for those who may have still a lingering sense of deja vu, why do you persist with this form?
Well, I persist because, for me, it is still one of the most meaningful, vital forms of entertainment. I don't persist because of any other reason except to deliver enjoyment to a mass audience. And that's what we do in television, we do it in radio. This is what we're doing with this form. We're delivering a form of enjoyment which no other theater form can deliver.
Well, may you continue to do so indefinitely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good night for Mr. Brown, Mr. Prescott, Miss Raeburn, Mr. De Silva, Mr. Dryden, CBS Radio Mystery Theater, and for Roundtable, I'm Harold Hayes.